Hello student, I am your physics mentor Nitesh Kumar and you are watching Drona Academy e-learning series. Today I am going to discuss the basic integral calculus. Okay, actually I am not going to discuss the full integral calculus, that's the part of 12th class mathematics. So today in this lecture I am going to discuss mainly the formula, the basic formula required for learning physics. Okay, in physics we are going to use the integration very frequently. Okay, so this lecture is important students because in our first physics lecture kinematics will use this concept. Okay, so what is integration actually students? So it's a reverse process of differentiation. It's a reverse process of differentiation. Look at this student. If we having a graph, this one, and it's a y equal to f of x graph. Okay student, this one is the x-axis and this one is the y-axis. Okay, and here student, look at this one. If I am considering this one, so this is what a very small distance. I am assuming it's a dx. It's a x. It's a x plus dx. Okay, and here x, here you will get the y, and this one is you are getting y plus dy. Okay, it means this one is what? Dy student, is it or not? Now if you want to find the area, look at this. If you want to find the area, if this one is very small, then you will not find this gap, small gap. So if you are finding this area, how you can find? We all know the area of this. The area of this is dx. So it's a dx. Sorry, I am writing here. So how you will find area? First I am writing the height and into width. Height is what? Y plus y into dx. So look at this. This one is the area. But if you want to find this area from here to here, this one, decided one area, all area, it means what you have to do? You have to add this small strips. Is it or not? You have to add this one, this one, this one. Similarly, the small strips, and you will find the whole area. For that, what you have to do? You have to add integration. The name, from name you can say integration means what? Here we are adding the small strips. Okay, so it's important students. We are denoting the integration, like integration we having a y equal to f of x, a function, and if you want to integrate this, it means you have to write like y dx if you are integrating with respect to x. Okay, or also you can write, this is the integration sign, f of x dx. Okay student, now I am going to discuss what is the formula of this. So actually integration f of x dx is actually equal to capital F of x plus c. What is this capital F of x student? Capital F of x is actually what I told you first, initial. It's a reverse process of differentiation. It means the differentiation of capital F of x is small f of x. Try to understand. The differentiation of capital F of x, this is a capital F of x, is small f of x, and integration of small f of x function is capital F of x. I suppose you understand it's a reverse process, and we already discussed in detail what is differentiation, what is the meaning of that function and all, and what if we are differentiating any function, then what we are getting. Okay, so these things are I already discussed. So now here I'm just telling you the very simple statement. It's a reverse process of differentiation, and you understand, is it or not? So today I am going to discuss the basics formula, the formula which we will use in physics. Okay, very basic formula. In maths you will learn these things in very detail, but here, because I am going to discuss here in this lecture whatever we will use in our physics only. Okay student. Okay, so first I am starting with the first formula. I am starting, that's the integration of x to the power n dx. Integration of x to the power n dx, and this formula you will get is the x to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. try to understand. X to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c, student. This is the one formula. Here in differentiation part I started with the constant function, is it or not? And there you learn the differentiation of constant function is 0. But here the differentiation of constant function is not 0. Look at this. Using this formula we can find. So if I am assuming y equal to, if I am taking here the y equal to 5, y equal to 5, or you can say here it's a constant function. If you are integrating this y dx, what you will get? Integration of 5 dx, or you can write integration of 5, so constant I am taking outside, and what I am writing, x to the power 0 dx. So here n is what, student? N is 0, is it or not? So what we can write, 5 n is 0, we'll use this formula, sorry 5 is outside, we'll use this formula. So x to the power 0 plus 1 divided by 0 plus 1, is it or not? And what we will get, 5, this one is x divided by 1, don't need to write, so you will get the 5x plus c, I am writing. Okay, and this is called indefinite integration, students. Now after that we will discuss the definite part. Okay, and definite part is actually important for the physics. So right now we are just learning here the formula, and then after we will discuss the definite part. Okay, because in definite part you need the, oh sorry, this one is the first formula. Oh, what happened to these dusters? I don't know why this board is not so clean. Okay, student. So now the second formula I am starting. The second formula is here, the integration of sin x. Integration of sin x with respect to dx. If you are integrating, what you will get, student? Actually, sin x is a which differentiation, which function differentiation is sin x? Cos x, you are getting the minus sin x, but here it's a minus sin x. It means you have to put here minus sin first, and then what you will get? Cos x plus c. Third I am writing here, student, integration of cos x dx, and we know that the sin x differentiation is cos x. So here what you will get? Direct sin x plus c. Now if I am taking the fourth one, and the fourth one is what, student? Integration of e to the power x dx, and what you will get? E to the power x plus c. Okay, student, note down first. आज गर्मी बहुत ज़्यादा हो गया. Here I am writing the fifth one also. I think it's visible. I don't know is it visible or not. So integration of 1 by x. Okay, student, here it is written now x to the power n, but here n is not equal to minus 1. Then only its value. Look at this. This is the case where n is equal to minus 1. Is it or not? That's it. Dx equal to, we all know the differentiation of ln x is 1 by x. Say here what you will get? Ln x, just opposite, student. Okay. Now sixth one, sin I retain cos. Okay, 10 sec square x. So here what you will write? Sec square x dx. What you will get? Differentiation of 10x is this sec square x. So what you will get here? 10x plus c. Is it or not? Note down, everyone. Now which one is left, student? All, I think all parts is covered. So these 6 are important, student. Okay. And sec into 10 you will get. Is it or not? So if you know all the differentiation formula, you have to just take the reverse of that and you will get the answer. Okay, student. So now I am going to solve, take a few example. So before starting few example, few rules we'll learn. The rules, first rule I am going to here take. The first rule is like if we having a function f of x plus g of x, this is actually y equal to f of x plus g of x, and if you are integration y dx, what you will get, student? Here f of x dx plus integration of g of x dx. Okay student, this is valid for plus minus both. Okay, now I am taking an example so you can understand. The example is here y equal to x square plus 2x plus 3. It's a quadratic equation. Now if you want to integrate y with respect to x, what you will get? Integrate this one first. So what you will write here? X square plus 2x plus 3 dx, is it or not? Individually you can integrate it, is it or not? So if you will integrate individually, what you will get? X to the power, here n is what? 2, n is what? 2, so n plus 1, so what you will get? 3 divided by 3 plus 2 into x square divided by 2 plus 3 into x. Nothing is given, integration, what you will get? X. This 2 cancel out, so what you are getting? X cube 3 plus x square by x square plus 3x. This is the integration you will get. Okay students, so this type of basic integration you have to learn, okay, because we will use these things in our first chapter. Okay students, hope so you are all are understanding. Everyone note down this, then after we will start the definite part. Okay, so now you understand, if you know the formulas, all the formulas in physics, that is sufficient. Okay, and why I am teaching you right now these things, because few students, those who don't having mathematics, okay, so they will not face a problem. That's why I am teaching you right now the integration part. Okay students, this is the basic. After that we will start the next chapter. Okay, so now I am going to start the definite integration. Okay student, now I am going to start the definite integration. So definite integration, what is this definite integration student? Okay, एक मिनट, बहुत गर्मी लग रहा है. Okay, definite integration student. So look at this, in definite part what we learn? In definite part what we learn? We just learn a function, we having a function, and we are just, that's the reverse process, and we learn the formula, using that formula we are solving. What is definite? Definite means here the you can say the lower limit and upper limit of function is defined. They will give you the lower limit and upper limit. What is the meaning? First I am explaining. Look at this. First understand what is this definite integration. This one is the x-axis, this one is the y-axis I am assuming, and here I am assuming this is the function, that's the y equal to f of x. Okay student, now in this function I am assuming this point is a point and this is the point, it's a b point. Okay student, now what you taken, look at this, I stripped here, I am taking the multiple. Okay, and here if you will add this, what you will get? If you will add all these strips, what you will get? The area under this. So sometime like if you want to find the area under this graph, this one, this all area, the shaded area, if you want to find, okay, if you want to find this whole area, that area is here bounded with this graph and line here, this x equal to a and x equal to b line. Okay, this area, so this area is actually bounded with the y equal to 0 line, this y equal to f of x and x equal to a and x equal to b. So if you want to find this area, how you can find? Because you know the area of this strip, like I'm assuming this shaded one, the dark stripped area of this one is what? You know that this one is y into, or f of x you can write. So you can write f of x into dx, because this stripped is what? Dx, is it or not? So you can write this one the area. Now if you will integrate it from where? Lower limit is a and upper limit is b. What you will get? The total area, this total area, the shaded area under this graph you will get. Okay, so using this method you can find the area under this graph. Okay, now student, like I'm taking an example. So first I will find using the traditional or the normal geometric method, and then after I will try to find the area using this. So you understand how area is coming. Like I am taking a function y equal to x. Very simple function, because we all know the graph of this function. Y equal to x function. This one is a x, this one is the y, and this is the line. It's a y equal to x line. Is it or not? Okay. Now we want to find the area between here. I'm taking, it's a 4, and this one is a 0, 0 origin. Okay. So if we want to find this area, this shaded area, how we will find? Look at this area. This area is what? I am giving the name. This one is the O, this is the A, and this one is the B. So if you want to find the area of triangle OAB, this triangle, this is the area under this graph. So what you can write? 1 by 2 into base is what? 4. Height is also 4, because x equal to y, so here you will get the 4. Okay, so 4 into 4, this one is cancel out 2 times, and what you will get? It's a 8. It's a 8. I don't know students, this part is visible or not. First I have to check. Wait. Yes, it's visible. Okay, because today I put it a phone little bit above. Okay, so that's why I'm not sure it was, I was not sure it was visible or not. Okay, now I'm sure it's visible. Okay student, so now using this method is very simple. Our traditional method, we learned these things in our 6th and 7th class, and using that method I find that area under this one is 8 meter square. I am assuming it's a meter, in all things is given in meter. So area you will get the 8 meter square. Now using this definite integration, if we want to find, so area of triangle OAB, how you can find? You can find using y dx, or the lower limit is what student? 0, and upper limit is what student? 4. Okay, and how you will get? Look at this. Y equal to what? X dx, lower limit is 0, upper limit is 4. Now we know the integration of x is means x to the power, it means x to the power 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So what you will get? X to the power 2 divided by 2, and you will put the upper limit and lower limit here. Look at this. Upper limit is what student? 4, and lower limit is what? 0. Now 4 here, if you will put 4 4s are 16 divided by 2 minus 0 divided by 2. If you will solve it, what you will get? 8 meter square. This is, so it means how you can define this a and b limit? You can define like this. You will get the f of x plus c. Okay, and here, okay, I'm just writing this part, because sometime in physics especially the c is, generally the c is very important for mathematics. Okay, you will find without c, and if using different method, you will get a different value of c also. It's very important student. But here what I am writing, here we got the integration, the indefinite integration of this function is f of x, and upper limit is here b and lower limit is a. So if you will put the value, what you will get? F of b minus f of a. Okay, and this is the answer you will get. Okay student, so note down this formula, and for calculating this capital F of x, what you will do? You will use the formula. I told you the formula, you have to just apply that formula and you will get the answer. Okay students, hope so you understand. So everyone, note down this very small part, but it's important. All that 6th or 7th formula is very important. So till now what we discussed, we already discussed the vector and calculus part and little bit basic mathematics also. So student, revise these things, then only you can understand physics properly. Okay, in next lecture I am going to discuss unit and dimension. These are the actually basics parts, basic things, basic concept required for learning physics. Without these concepts you can't understand physics effectively, students. Okay, you can't solve a good question, you can't solve the IIT and NEET questions. That's why these concepts are required. Okay, main physics, our main physics, main topic will start from kinematics chapter, and these are the supporting topics required for learning physics. I hope so you all understand. Okay students, have a good time. Bye.